Here is this week's Hair Tip Tuesday.
Hello. Hi. It is me. It is Ari of Hair Architect Academy and Natural Hair Studio. And guess what? It is another Hair Tip Tuesday. It's a Hair Tip Tuesday. Hey. But anyways, so we're talking about overprotection of your hair, guys. There is such a thing. I just wanted to make sure we knew that. And this is what it looks like. Your edges are running from your hairline. You have disappearing edges. Your style looks like it's about 6 to 7 months old, meaning you actually kept it in about 6 to 7 months. And yeah, it happens. We've got to stop overprotecting our hair. And when I say we're overprotecting, we are really not properly caring for our hair. If you feel the need to keep braids or twists or some type of style in your hair excessively, and you're not giving your hair a chance to breathe, or you don't give your hair a chance to just be free, be in its natural state. Obviously, you're gonna wash and deep condition it, you're gonna care for it, but if you do not let it out to get air, to get sun, you may be doing more harm than good. So essentially, you can be thinning your edges, you can be thinning your hair and not realize that you're doing that to your hair because, hey, I got this bomb lace front end. It's super cute and I love it. And I've had this bad boy in for about 2 months. But are you properly caring for your hair? Even though with braids and with locks and whatever, you may go an extended period of time without necessarily washing it, it still needs to be hydrated. It still needs to be oiled down. And it definitely needs to be stripped of any buildup that you have. You could be sweating and you probably working out and all that stuff. That stuff needs to be removed from your scalp. It needs to be removed from your hair so it has the opportunity to breathe. Because constantly putting those things on your hair, that's clogging the hair, the scalp and the pores, and you just don't understand. It's things like that will cause it to not grow. And let's look at the flip side, okay? You could be putting product on and not washing, and it's clogging the pores. It may absorb, but that still build up, and you're working out, you're active, that stuff is building up on your scalp, that stuff can stink. Let's not talk about that. It's going to start smelling, and then you're looking crazy. But then on the flip side, you could be completely neglecting your hair. So although it's in a protective style, you aren't offering any type of moisturization, no hydration, no nothing, and it's dry as a sponge. It is dry. And you don't want it to be dry. You need to moisturize it, because if it's dry, then it's gonna become brittle, and then now you got split ends, dead ends, and you gotta cut all your hair off because you failed to keep up with your hair in this protective style. And need I remind you again that in this protective style that you keep getting, you're not giving your hair a break from the tension, from the manipulation. It needs a break. It needs time to be on its own, be free, relax. Put it this way. If you work 7 days a week, 365, with no break, the first 2 weeks alone would wear you out. Your hair needs a break. Your hair needs a break. Please give it a break. Overprotection is real. The loss of hair is real in that overprotection. And your hair stinking, that's real. Like you have to give your hair a break and actually take care of your hair while it's in the style. But the moral of the story today is to give your hair a break. Just give it a break. That's it, that's all. Nothing major. And when I say a break, here is a recommended schedule. You can do it one of two ways. You can do it where you have, let's say braids. You get knotless braids. You keep it in for a month, 4 weeks. 4 weeks. You take the style down. Keep your hair loose for a week before going into the next style. Same rules apply for a wig or a sew-in. If you have a sew-in, most people like to keep it in for upwards of 6 months to a year. They do go in and get it washed and treated by a stylist. If you are that person, great job. If you are maintaining it at home and not really getting it seen by a stylist, then you more than likely, I'm talking to you. So if you're gonna wash it, make sure you have it dried, blow dryer or under the hair dryer. Moisturize and oil your scalp. Keep that sucker in for 3 months max, because your hair starts to lock after a while. When your hair is braided and you're washing it constantly and then drying, I need you to get that thing out at least after 3 months or so, and breathe for about 2 weeks, and then get another protective style. If you give yourself a week to 2 weeks in between protective styles, your hair has been given a break. Your hair is breathing, your hair is out. It has an opportunity to just breathe. Give it some oxygen, give it some fresh air, give it some freedom to move and grow. And that's all it asks. Well, it's not asking it, but it definitely, if it gets out, it would be asking for a break, for sure. But less manipulation, less tension, more growth. You can have the growing hands too if you treat your hair right. I'm just saying. But that's just me. You ain't here for me though. You ain't here for me. All right, it's Ari with another Hair Tip Tuesday.
That was this week's Hair Tip Tuesday. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.